Just want to do a quick review of the Jpoint Reflex sight, a red dot sight. I've got it mounted on my Smith & Wesson M&P Pro core, and I've got about 100 rounds through it after I got it sighted in. Did one USPSA competition with it, using it mostly for that, open division, and first impressions, I like it a lot. It runs really well. It's fast target acquisition, that's for sure, and still getting used to it, but I think with a little practice I'm going to be very quick with it. And it looks great on the gun. Didn't add much weight. It was only 0.5 ounces, and works really well. Very easy to get sighted in. No switches or anything, so it's just always on. It has a little cover you put on over the that covers the sight completely. That puts it into a low battery use state. I have the 4 MOA version. They make an 8 MOA and a 4 MOA, and I realize now that they also make a precision 4 MOA version of this sight. And for my application, for mostly indoor range low light competition use, I would actually have probably preferred to get that precision MOA dot. The only issues I have is that there is some flare with this dot. This particular sight was designed for, high light situations, outdoor, on white sand, and I'm sure it works very well for that. Low light situations, indoor ranges, it does have some flare on the dot. It doesn't look exactly round, and I think that may be an issue with a lot of red dot sights just overall, because my vision through each eye, it looks different. On the right eye, it looks oblong, like the dot is stretched out. Through my left eye, it looks a little more circular, but there's a lot more flare. So I think it's just based on what your own vision is like, which would affect the representation of the dot. Even with the flare and the stretching of the dot, it doesn't affect the use. And it's still very accurate, and I would still recommend this sight for pistol application for sure. When I hold this gun out at normal length, that dot is just slightly bigger than my rear sight dots, and it's not round. It's got some flare to it, and it's a little oblong, like the circle is stretched out a little bit. And it does look completely different in my left eye than it does through my right eye. And my prescription glasses actually affect what it looks like a little bit too.